And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
Welcome to it. This is episode 946 of the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Ask Roz and Mocha. Thank you very much for spending your time with us. We're going to have some fun today as we head to the phones. Hello, Miss Mandy. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
You know. All right, welcome to the podcast. What's your question?
Well, I need you guys to spill the tea on what this man code is. Like, is this where you'd find the rules? Like, you can't date your brother and sister. The man code isn't there like a brother code or some man code?
Man code,
like bros before hoes type thing?
Yeah, for sure.
I've heard bro code. Is like man code the sort of grown up version of bro code?
I guess so.
Hold on a second, Miss Mandy. Let me ask you, what do you think exists in the world of man code?
Okay, well, there's one that I thought existed, and it was obviously the bros before hoes. And then there's the you can't date your brother and sister.
Okay.
Is that one of them?
Okay.
Those are like the main two that I've actually thought or heard of.
Yeah, I think bro code when bro code turns into man code, right? I think there's a lot of things that you grow out of. I would say man code, we're looking at things like make sure you return what you borrow in a very expedited amount of time.
Oh, that's a good one. Sure.
Right?
That includes money.
And that includes money, and it includes tools, and it includes any of those types of things. Because like man code, like you want to help your dudes out, right? Sure. And you got stuff I don't have, I got stuff you don't have.
Yeah.
And if I borrow something from you, like it's returned when I'm done with it. Mm-hmm. It's not returned the next time you come over to see me and I'm going to give it back to you, right? It's returned promptly.
That reminds me, my brother-in-law still has one of my ladders.
Yeah,
and he's
not
had
cool.
it for like 5 years.
Not cool. Not cool. It's the same thing with money, right? Like the same thing. The same thing with money. If I got a friend who, hypothetically speaking, okay, if I got a friend where I don't know, like they're buying concert tickets or something, right? Man code goes like, if one person buys them and then they're like, hey, got the tickets, I will follow up being like, what do we each owe? Mm-hmm. They send me back a dollar figure. I immediately open the banking app and I email him that money. Mm. There is no, I'll give you some cash on the night of. No, it's like as soon as I know the dollar figure, the money is emailed. Yeah. Like that's man code, right?
That's a good one.
That's how you got to roll with that. As far as like not dating your friend's sister, I mean, once you get to a certain age, those rules are just.
Oh, really? No, there's no way.
Well, no, but like, what if she's on her second? What if she's divorced? And all of those rules go out the window.
I would still have a conversation with my friend.
Yeah, sure, but
because if it doesn't work out with the sister, like, what if you know. I don't know, like, you know what the sister's telling her brother, and then, like, what if that ruins your friendship with that guy?
Yeah, but at a certain point, right? Like, when your friends are on their second marriages or, like, they're divorced, and at a certain point, you just start wanting people to be happy, right?
Not that happy.
Nope. What if he came to you and said, bro, you have no idea just how happy your sister makes me.
Yo, man, come on.
It didn't stop.
Now you're trying to die.
What's that, Maury?
It didn't stop Chandler and Rachel.
No. So anyway, so I think that those types of things are in man code.
Yeah.
But bro code, like when you're younger, like it depends on how you grow up. Like I've said this before, Mocha and I grew up two very different worlds. You grew up in the city. I grew up in a very small town with a very few people, and your options were very limited. And you have to be very cool with the fact that your girlfriend, after you break up, is probably going to date one of your friends. And then she's probably going to marry one of his friends after high school. Like, you just have to be cool with it because there's just not enough people.
Correction, I grew up in the streets.
Sorry.
And street life code is very different from
It's
small
very,
town,
very
small
different.
town code.
Right?
Miss Mandy, let me just flip it around for a second. If you can just educate us in your world. First of all, how old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
Okay, you're in your 40s. So what women's code? We've heard of girl code, but at your age right now, like what would you say is women's code that you typically follow or you and your friends follow?
At my age right now, there is no code.
Oh, no. This is free for all.
There is no code. Just be honest. Just be honest with each other, and that's about it.
But you guys still have a hard time with that, though.
Not everyone. Not me. I can speak my mind fully and truly.
All right, there you go. Thank you, Miss Mandy. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. Have a great week.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Tracy says here, when Roz and Mocha are on vacation, do they sometimes notice the time and instinctively yell, let's do the news or it's Friday? So like 6:40, 7:40, 8:40, do you ever look at the clock or your watch or not your watch, sorry, your phone and be like, oh, we usually do the news at this time?
No.
And then say, let's do the news?
No, but Catherine will remind me of it, though.
Oh, really?
Because I'm never home during the show. Obviously, we're doing the show here. And so if I'm home and they're in their morning routine, she'll come in and be like, I was just about to turn on the show and listen to the news. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm home.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there are days where, like, if Rox has to get to school early and they miss the news when we do it at 8:40, I'll have to do it for them when I get home from work. Like, I've opened my phone before and done the news.
Read the news?
Just told them all the stories that we did during that news break.
And you ever say like, okay, and then we played this clip and then...
Yes, I have the clips on my phone.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, like if they're... Yes. I've had to do the news at home before.
And then do you have to like stop down, like if they have questions, or do you like discuss the stories much like how we discuss them on the show?
But the problem is this, is that I will read a headline in the exact way that I read it.
Yeah.
And like that was fire on the show, right? Like you're dying laughing. Maury's making jokes, like everything. Like it was fire. It was so good. Yeah. The clip was like incredible. And I'll set it up. I'll do the headline. I'll ask the same question that I asked you guys. I'll do it at home. And then the response will be like, well, that's stupid. What was the other story you did? And I'm like, no.
Move
along. Why don't you just send them an audio recording since you did the news recorded anyways?
Because I don't want them sitting there listening to me while I'm sitting in the room.
Oh, yeah.
That's not good for anybody. Yeah.
Christina, by the way, no, Tracy, I do not yell out it's Friday at 8 a.m.
No.
Christina says here, favorite food you can't live without. Maury, we all know it's celery.
I do love celery.
Have you started eating anything else aside from celery, Maury, or no? You're still eating celery?
I've had beets.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Favorite food that you cannot live without, Roz? Like for me, it's very easy. I can't live without pasta.
That's too general, though. I'm sorry. You got to narrow it down.
Okay, I can't live without spaghetti.
With what kind of sauce?
Meat sauce.
Meat sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cannot.
Okay. You could not.
Nope. Need it.
I couldn't, I'm not going to say I couldn't live without, ground beef, because ground beef can be a lot of things. So I really, what do I eat more than anything else? Chicken wings.
Oh, yeah?
I eat more chicken wings than anything.
Burgers or even pizza.
I eat chicken wings more than anything else. Anything. I ate chicken wings twice yesterday.
So we know Dammit Maury's answer is celery and beets.
Maury, before...
hold on, peanut... No, I'm changing mine to peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter.
Because I, during the day, will have cucumber with peanut butter or celery peanut butter.
Yeah.
Or finger with peanut butter.
Excuse me?
And so I'm going to say peanut butter because it's more used.
All right.
You literally meant your finger.
You're going to give yourself a peanut allergy.
Oh, my God. And I tried a peanut like a peanut butter latte.
That's so gross. That's so disgusting. Cheesecake, food that you cannot live without.
I mean, it's in the name, right?
Damn. Yeah.
Okay, so cheesecake is your answer.
Why do you guys keep calling me cheesecake? I don't know.
Michael says here, camping with tents or camping with an RV?
Tents.
Either. Two completely different experiences. Both are awesome. I love tent camping. Love RV camping.
Yeah.
RV camp, it's just different, right? RV camping is different.
Neither. I ain't doing it.
Neither.
I'm with you.
You'd never go on an RV trip?
Never.
You'd never go to a campsite and park an RV?
No.
And go swim in a lake?
Nope.
And make food over a fire? You'd never do any of that stuff?
I would drive an RV and park it in the parking lot of the hotel that we're going to stay at. It's got an indoor pool and stuff.
Really though, huh?
Yeah.
My dad has an RV that they pay rent for several years now in upstate New York.
At a trailer park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many times a year or how many times throughout the summer do they go up there and visit?
They'll spend weeks there.
Nice.
Yeah, but you would, hold on a second here.
What?
You would never, if your kid is I really want to go on an RV trip.
Yeah.
You're saying no.
No, if my kid asked,
Yeah.
for sure I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I may not be happy about it.
Right.
But I'll do it for my kid.
Okay, so what would you do? You'd rent an RV.
Yeah.
Right? And you would...
It's got to have a washroom.
But you can't go number 2, though.
Why not?
Because you don't go number 2 in the RV. It's just not good. No, it's just
So
bad
where am
for
I going?
business.
Like service station, gas station,
something like that.
McDonald's?
Or a shovel in a hole. When
No,
you're,
I'm not
when
doing
you're in
that.
the woods.
But most trailer
No,
parks also have
no.
bathroom facilities you could walk
That's
to.
the one that I'm going to
There-
find.
But no, I don't mean trailer park, Maury. I mean like going to Algonquin. Like where you were in the middle of a bush where they tell you where the last bear sightings were.
No, I'm not going there.
You're not going there?
Nope.
No.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that?
I'll find a place like what Maury said that's got a washroom facility.
Yeah.
I've
So it's
also camped in Algonquin with a tent, and you have to string your food up in the tree so the bears don't get it.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
doing that either.
No, you're not. Yeah, but what about cooking, though? Would you only cook in the RV or would you cook over a fire?
No, I would cook over a fire.
Yeah.
Like a tin
Sure.
of beans.
Like what if, like, they give you a grill and stuff like this, and
Yeah.
you got to light a fire, first of all.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
The wood's probably going to be wet because they don't let you bring your own wood, so you got to buy their wood.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to get it going with wet wood. Do you know how to get it going with wet wood?
Yeah.
You ever tried?
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You've
easy.
done that? Really?
Yeah.
When was the last time?
How long did it take?
Not long at all.
What?
Yeah, and it didn't last long either.
Hey, I'm in.
Shut up, you guys.
I can be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was just picturing you, by the way.
With his wet wood?
Yeah, I was picturing Mocha walking around with a bag of wet wood. Wow. Just getting it done. Okay.
Okay, Grace says here, does it bother you to have multiple messages and emails and notifications left unread? Yes. And how soon do you clear them?
Does it bother you, Shem?
Let's start with Cheesecake. I've seen Cheesecake's email open before.
Immaculate.
And it's like literally like one email that was left there unread that he needs to reply to.
I have 4 email addresses. The current one, the most active one for work, I have 3 in my inbox currently. Everything else gets filed or deleted.
You reply almost immediately, don't you?
Yeah, I believe in email etiquette. I'm big on that. Yeah. And I don't like having unread stuff. No.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Does that include your DMs? Do you go through and reply or even read and then just start deleting?
I don't know if I want to admit that on this platform.
I usually go through my DMs and I will kind of like batch reply to a bunch.
How
and
do
then
you do that?
No, like I'll reply.
And
then next and next.
yeah,
Like I'll reply to like, let's say 20 messages.
Gotcha.
And then I'll go after I've replied to those and I'll go in and I'll delete those ones. But my DM, I start in the primary category of the DMs and then I move to general and then I go through requested and I'll do that every couple of weeks and start replying to people that way.
What do you mean general? Like, don't you have to tell which messages you want to put in general? Like, do you categorize people?
No. Like on Instagram, it already, when you go into your DMs, you have all, which shows you literally everything.
You have primary.
Then you go primary.
I don't
you
have
got
an all. There's no all.
on the far left. It doesn't say all?
No, it says primary.
Oh. Hold
Yeah, primary, general, channels, and then requests.
General.
So mine here, look.
You have to tell.
Mine says all, and then primary, general, and then requests.
What are you using, Android?
And then, no, it's iPhone. And then I'll go in and I'll start replying.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't have that on mine.
But my email is like, never mind. I can't even deal with my email. My email is a mess.
Yeah.
I have like thousands upon thousands and like so much like spam mail and stuff. But like the important like businessy stuff, I try to reply to rather quickly.
Yeah. I have on my email right now, my primary email, I have 30,000 unread emails.
Holy!
I can't.
And I'm upwards of that on my work email. I just opened my work email for the first time in months.
Oh my God. Start replying, bro.
Months.
Yeah.
Months.
Cheesecake is like shaking right now.
That gives me such anxiety to hear that.
Yeah.
No, I
And
can't.
been trying to get better at replying to text messages as they come in, or at least in a timely manner.
I like when other people get anxious when they see my phone, where they're like, "You have 30." Like, I like that feel. Like, that's one of the reasons why I do it, is because it bothers people. It doesn't bother me at all.
There was this one YouTuber, I was watching one of his videos, and he was talking about some of the new updates for the new iOS that's coming out in the fall.
Yeah.
And he showed like, because he got like the beta version of it. So he's testing out all these new features that iPhone has never had before,
I'm
right?
getting the alpha version, by the way. You
And
can have the beta version.
Okay. And then he showed his a quick shot of his screen, right? And for just text messages alone, it was like 16,000 something or the other of unread text messages.
Wow.
But this is a guy, he's got like millions of followers millions of subscribers on his YouTube channel. And then there's like Instagram and everywhere else that he's, everywhere else that he exists in the world socially. So I assume like a lot of those texts they're not all from friends. They've got to be like business related.
There is one thing that really bothers me though. And it's not just because it's Maury. I think it would bother me if it was anybody, but Maury's the only one that I know that has this.
Okay.
Where if you ever see Maury's phone and you go into his texts, he has nobody saved. It's all just numbers.
Yeah, that's so weird.
That's like a drug dealer.
Yes. It's
Or a
so
psychopath.
sketchy.
Here, bring your phone over real quick.
It's so sketchy.
No, Roz is telling the truth.
No, just bring your phone over.
Just bring your phone over for a second, Maury.
No.
Why?
No, it's unavailable.
No.
Wow.
Oh my God. Did you ever text Maury on vacation?
No.
Oh, let me show
Ask
you.
that question again and just like don't use the word vacation.
Okay. You ever text Maury?
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
Okay, so hold on here. I'll tell you. So I texted. Maury was blowing up my phone over the weekend, right? It was like the weekend. So Maury's blowing up my phone.
Over what?
And I don't
like work
know.
stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. And then I wrote him back being like, "Yo, what's up?" And then I get an auto reply twice in a row from
on
Maury.
text?
Yeah, on text, an auto reply that says, "Thank you for reaching out. Maury is currently unavailable from texting back, but rest assured the text was received and he'll respond as soon as he's able. Have an amazing rest of your day. Heart emoji, pray hands."
That's kind of a dick move.
Right?
I didn't even know that.
No, hold on.
Exists
I don't think it's
on the phone, on iPhone. Does it really?
If you put
an auto reply?
if you put your phone to driving, like if you don't want to be bothered, you put your phone to driving, you have auto reply. But you have to understand, a lot of listeners and stuff have my cell number and will message me. So instead of me ignoring, it's an auto reply because then that way people.
But why is it in third
went through.
person?
Well, that's a dick move.
Right.
I don't have.
Also, rest assured.
How else do you say rest assured?
So Maury was blowing up my phone,
Yeah.
and I wrote him back. He's blowing up my phone, and I write him back, and I get his auto reply.
Yeah.
because he's blowing up my phone
That must
and
have
hasn't
been-
turned off
The notification?
his notifications yet.
No, that must have drove you crazy.
Right.
So triggered.
So then he starts. So I hit reply, and then he starts blowing up my phone again.
Yeah.
Texting me and emailing him, and I write him this. "Sorry, Roz isn't accepting calls right now. Rest assured, he did see the call and ignored it."
Yo, bravo. I like that. Yo, copy and paste, send that one to me.
It's so sketchy, though.
Oh, man. Pineapple Pat says here, if aliens landed and offered you a round trip to visit their planet, would you take it and what would you do?
No.
I ain't going with no aliens.
No.
Yeah. Oh, we promise we'll bring you back. Yeah, right.
Yeah. No.
After you do some experiments on me?
No.
Up on your planet?
No.
I'm not
No.
going. I don't trust it. You would go, Shem?
I'd be curious because what if they do bring you back? Then you can say that you visited aliens, right?
Yeah, even still, though.
A pretty cool story.
Shem, if you went, if they came into this room right now and they were like, "All right, who wants to go with?" Right? And then you were like, "I'll go." And then Shem goes and comes back. When you walk back into this room, it doesn't matter what you say. You could be like, "Guys, I saw the future, the technology they have. It was so beautiful. There's no pollution. There's nothing. I'm only going to look at you and go, they did stuff to your butt."
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
That's all anyone's going to ask you.
Yeah.
You know what?
Did they do butt stuff?
No, I know the real reason why Cheesecake would go. I know the real reason. I know you so well.
Why?
The only reason is so he could see if there's some like hot ass alien thing up there. That's what you're looking for.
Bro, that's not going to happen. They're just like their energy forms.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what you're looking for.
They're all just like shooting stars.
Right? Yo, you on IG?
No.
IG.
No.
Follow my
You know what's so funny is right before you said that, I thought you were going to say because it was going to be like a God heaven thing, whatever. Find out if there's a religion, and then you just went straight with. Yeah, damn it, Maury, you would probably say yes just to get out of the house for a little while.
Yeah, plus I think the aliens will think I was smart.
Let's assume they don't.
Yeah.
Right? Let's assume they don't.
Well, yeah, I'm still going.
You're still going to go.
Yeah.
But what would you hope to, like, why would you have that?
I
like,
just think it'd
why
be
would you
fun,
go?
like maybe a whole new group of friends.
But you think that it would be fun. See, I
I
would
don't
not. I
know.
would be terrified, man.
Yeah.
There's no
Think of what
way.
human beings would do if we ever got our hands on an alien.
Right. And brought one home.
Yeah.
That stuff.
Yes. Yes. Lots of. Maybe. What if Shem came back and he was the one with. Oh my God. Guys, good news, bad news. Okay, guys. Okay, here I'm gonna put a piece of paper on the table. On that piece of paper is a cure for cancer. Then I'm gonna open my shirt, and none of you can laugh. That's a great question, Shem. If somebody gave you the cure for cancer,
Yep.
right, and you could give it to whoever you want, but you had to live the rest of your life with.
Oh, let me tell you something. I'm going to be in every you can possibly do.
Whoa,
'Cause I will
ew.
be a beautiful, beautiful specimen.
Okay,
Right?
I think that you may be misguiding how many people would be into that.
Okay, time to move on. Melissa says here, what is a must-have for your home, especially moving into a new home?
Couch.
Oh, I mean,
a bed. Like, okay, forget the necessities, right?
Okay.
'Cause
Like you can't say bed. Yeah.
You can't say bed.
I
You can't say
hear ya.
couch. You can't say kitchen utensils. You can't say pots and pans. You can't say dishes.
Well, no. I think that that's different. I really think that that's different as far as because some people don't prioritize that kind of thing. Like I think that when you move out on your own, you know, you have to build things over time. Like you could live on your own, depending on the type of person you are, for years before you realize you don't have a cheese grater.
Oh, I guess.
You
Sure.
know, like it's
Yeah.
those little things, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but you could buy shredded cheese now. Do you need a cheese grater?
yeah, because it's not the same thing.
Actually, yeah. You know what? When I lived in Calgary, I went 8 months without having a couch.
You did because
Yeah.
you were alone. So would you have a chair?
I had a chair.
Just a sad apartment with one chair?
Yeah.
And you just sat in that chair?
Yep.
And just watched TV?
Yep.
And ate?
Yep.
Yeah. Just like, was it in the
And then
middle of the room or
eventually-
was it like in
yeah,
a corner?
No, it was in the middle. It looks so weird, bro.
Yeah. In front of the television?
Yep.
Wow.
TV, and there was a lamp behind the TV. Yeah, it looked really weird.
Wow.
Sounds like an interrogation room.
I know. But that's how you live though, huh? Because
Yeah.
why are you gonna buy a couch when you're not out there permanently?
Totally.
Right?
And also, it took me a while before I bought like a kitchen table with chairs. So all of my meals happen in that one chair
Yeah.
in the middle of the living room.
Right. And how many like
People that I brought over, zero.
No, how many plates, bowls, whatever did you have?
Oh, I had a set. Oh, wait, no. Maybe like 4.
4.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And they were all mismatched too.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Like when you're moving out the first time, and then when you finally came back and you were like, okay, I'm going to put down some roots when you bought the condo, right?
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay, I'm going to do stuff. What was the thing where you were like, I had none of that in Calgary deliberately because I didn't want to keep anything. So here, I'm going to build a home. This is what I need to make this apartment homey. What was on that list?
A headboard for my bed.
There you go, right?
Because my
Headboard
bed
for
had
your bed.
no headboard. It was just a mattress
Right.
on top of the bed frame with no headboard
In
at
there.
all.
Right.
What about a washer dryer in the unit? Not everybody has that.
No,
Not
but some
everybody has
apartments
that.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, so you have to go to the basement and use quarters.
That
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm
in
saying.
Calgary. I had to go down the hall.
did, huh?
And that
Yeah.
friggin' washing machine was always being used or it was always broken. So I had to
Right.
take all my clothes like blocks away to a laundromat.
Oh my God. And if you're 5 minutes late, somebody took your clothes out and piled them on top.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
are savages, huh?
moving into a new home, Roz, or just in general,
Well,
what's
for-
a must-have for your home?
It's interesting because, like, if we were moving now, let's just say, the one thing with my family that, and I just had to buy another one, which is the girls cannot live without a Berkey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they only drink water, right? Like Roxy does not. I've seen her have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
But I have never seen my kid drink anything other than water.
Do you guys know what a Berkey is?
It sits on the
just a-
counter. It's a big metal tin.
It's a water filtration system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's got these like black coal filters
filters.
inside, and you just fill the container with water, and it just cleans it.
Yeah.
Oh, so like a Brita.
No, but it's huge.
Yeah, massive.
Right? It's massive, and it doesn't go in the fridge.
Yeah.
It sits on the counter. But that is the one thing that they could not live without, guaranteed. Because the alternative to that is buying plastic, which they
and they don't
also
wanna do.
will not do. Right. So the Berkey is, I would say, like the one thing in the house that if everything else started to go, that would be one of the last things to go.
Damon Maury, what's your answer?
Microwave.
Why?
Really?
Yeah.
You can use an oven though to heat up food if you need
No,
to.
I remember when, I'm just speaking for myself, when I moved out on my own, the microwave was the coolest thing ever. It was the best thing I ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
God, at the other place, I don't even have the microwave in the kitchen. The microwave's in the laundry room.
What? Oh,
Because I never use it.
use it so infrequently.
Yeah, it's just on the counter in the laundry room, plugged in.
So what do you heat in it if you ever have to use it?
If I heat anything up in a microwave, like what would that?
I
even
use the microwave
be?
for my dog's food all the time, like every day.
No. I never use the microwave, even at home. If I need to melt butter,
Yeah.
right? Maybe, but
Or reheating pasta.
never. I put it in a pot.
Add a little bit more sauce to it. Yeah.
Yeah. I put it in a pot.
Cheesecake?
Oh no, I said the washer dryer for me.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Let's head back to the phones. Hello, Andrea. It's Roz Mocha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. We understand that you got a question.
I do. Can I just ask?
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, would you rather get a 20% raise at work or fire someone you work with and they would never know it's you?
Before we answer, Andrea, what is your answer?
I think if you asked me this question back in my late teens, early 20s, I would probably go with the fire someone you work with. But
damn.
now that I'm older and I have 2 kids, I also work in healthcare. A 20% raise is almost unheard of.
Yeah.
So I would think I would take
Yeah.
the 20% raise.
How long have you been listening to the Roz and Mocha show for?
Oh my gosh. So I actually got into your podcast over a year ago.
Oh, nice.
I've always been listening off and on,
Yeah.
but I got into the podcast over a year ago and I've just been listening every drive when I drive back home from work. Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys make me laugh. You're hilarious.
So you pretty much know us and know like our personalities and stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, so before we answer, I'm going to go around the room with you, Andrea. I want you to tell us what you think each person's going to say. So would you rather get a 20% raise or fire someone you work with and they would never know it's you? What do you think Roz would say?
I think you would go with firing someone.
Okay, what do you think David Maury would say?
Oh, raise for sure.
What do you think Shem would say?
Ooh, Shem's a hard one. I don't know if you'd want to fire anyone. He's so nice and everyone likes him. So maybe he would just take the raise because of that.
Okay, and what do you think I would say, Mocha?
Ooh, that one's a hard one too. I think he would still take the 20% raise.
Okay, Maria's not here this week because she's in Greece, but we'll throw her into the mix. What do you think she would say?
Raise too.
Okay. Roz, go for it.
Like when you say fire someone, like how far out of this show, like is it all employees or just people who work on the show?
I would say anyone that you're within, like that work around you, right?
So
that
it's really with the
somewhat of
hours
an
that we
interaction with.
work, it's only the 5 of us
I know.
But we have people that work at the station and stuff,
here. Okay, sure.
right?
So you gonna fire someone or are you gonna take that raise?
No, I'm going to take the money.
Yeah, I'm taking the money too.
Yeah. I think Dammit Maury would fire someone.
Oh, yeah. But don't get me wrong, I'd love a raise, but there are people I could do without.
Right. So Maury would give up 20%. Do you know how to
Yeah.
do the math on how much money 20% is compared to what you make, Maury?
No,
No. Okay.
So you're firing someone. If I bleep the names, will you say them right now?
absolutely not.
No, he will
Why
not.
not?
No.
That's not right.
How many people would be on that list? You're only allowed one.
I'm only allowed one?
One.
And you have a list of how many to select from?
5.
5. What a toxic.
Come on.
Shem, you're taking the money.
I'm taking the money for sure.
Yeah, of
Yeah, I couldn't fire somebody. That feel
No, but they would
weird.
never know. They
Yeah,
would never
no, but I would know and God
know.
would know.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would 100% take the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think everybody, I know Maria's not here and everything, but like I think she would also, like 20% is a huge jump.
Yeah, but if there are certain people who are toxic or have broken your trust and you'd be much happier without them and continue doing the job that you're doing,
How many people feel that way about you, though?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? So, like, do you think you would be on somebody's list if they were given this?
Probably.
So you think, I don't think I would.
You don't think that you would be on somebody's
No, I
list?
think that if everybody who worked here had this choice to get 20% more in salary or fire somebody anonymously, I don't think I would be on anybody's list who they would fire.
Oh, I don't think so either.
Do you think you would, Shem?
I'd like to think not, but no. I don't think I would be. But I don't want to be arrogant enough to think that it could be a
Because that's going to
possibility.
get you on the list. Maybe I should change my answer. Damn it, now I'm on the list. Just from arrogance.
Yeah, Andrea, that was a wonderful question. Holy.
Move over, Maury. Make some room on the bus.
Oh, girl, we appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Coming up at the end of next month, Roz Mocha Show celebrates 15 years together on the radio. We wouldn't be here without people like you, Andrea. Before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Oh, I love you both, but I have to say Mocha. I love you.
Hey, love you
Yeah.
right back. Love you right back. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Mocha's on my list, by the way.
Oh, great. Thanks. And that right there concludes episode 946 of the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. We release a podcast daily, so make sure you subscribe and share this episode with anyone who you think may enjoy our show and our content. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Let me ask a question.
Go.
If somebody said, we will give you 50% of your salary only if you fire somebody anonymously.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah? 20%,
No,
25%.
higher. Like,
30
what's my cap?
You already said
Okay.
50.
Yeah, no, sorry. But, like,
Okay.
what is my... So, if I said for sure 50,
Yes.
is there another number that would make me, like, consider even more?
Like firing more people?
No.
Oh.
Like, before I got to 50. Because, like,
Yes.
you
Would you
said
do
25.
it for 40% of your salary?
Yeah, I'd probably do it for 40%.
35?
How many people?
Just one.
Oh, 35%.
They will never know.
No, I'm not doing it for 35.
No.
No,
40%.
40%.
Yeah, damn it, Maury.
Go ahead, do the range.
Okay, so would you get 10% of your salary to fire somebody anonymously?
Yes.
10%.
10? Jesus.
10%.
And that's 10%, not like 10% on top of your salary.
It's 10% of.
It's 10%
Like it's
of
adding
your
more.
Oh my
salary.
God.
It's adding more, right?
10%.
Like it's a 10% raise.
Your husband would be so mad at you.
I don't think he would.
Maury, if
right.
somebody offered you 10% of your salary, right? But you had to pick it up in cash at the end of the week, and the only thing is that your husband could never know about it.
The question is, would I do it?
Would you take it?
Yeah.
Where would you keep the cash?
Oh, and it's not like I can then put it in the bank,
No.
right? No, I keep it in the glove box.
In the car? Bro, cars get broken into all the time.
Not mine.
All the time.
Why wouldn't you even say it like your locker at work?
Well, no, because the car is always with me, right? Like the locker, like at least the car, like if I'm driving somewhere, I know there's money there.
But that's going to add up after a while. Cash. Small bills, too, like 20s and 50s. Eventually.
Yeah, you got a
right?
small ass yard. Yeah, go knock it down.
Bro, you
way.
can't. You can't. Where would you hide the money when you run out of space in the glove box?
Oh, then I would have to put it at like, oh, okay.
Like on a Friday, if it,
Like in a bag in the toilet.
In a tank?
like you're going to run out of room there too. But so when you start spending this money, how do you tell Matthew? Where do you tell Matthew you got the money from? Because if you're out with Matthew, you can't just whip out $200 in 20s.
Oh, because I've never had cash on
Because
me.
you've never
Or
had
if
cash.
you guys go out for lunch or dinner, you can't say, don't worry, I got this, and then whip out some funds.
Like, yeah.
I would have to play broke forever.
Yes. So you would do nothing with the money.
I would just pay the bills that I normally
you
would
can't,
pay.
okay, you can't deposit it. Okay? We know that. You can't bring it to the bank.
We're talking straight cash. dude.
Cash.
I know, but how am I paying the mortgage?
How are you paying the how you tell me? You can't go into no bank. You can't go in the bank and pay the mortgage with cash.
How are you doing it now?
I mean, now it's it transfers automatically.
I know, but it still would because you're still making your salary.
So, but I'm not allowed to. Oh, this is extra.
Extra.
Oh, okay.
Wait a second. Did you just think that you were going to get a 90% pay cut and we're only going to pay you in cash to make your life way more difficult?
Bro. Honestly, the math ain't mapping, and it never will.
I'm like, what if I want milk?
Said yes. He said yes.
10% of my salary, no problem.
Thank you for listening. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.